So the secret question is, what is the secret to a successful Amazon store?
So that's a pointed question. Um, there are so many things that would, I say, are an absolute 100% requirement for a successful Amazon business. Luckily, I have already made lots of those mistakes.
Right.
And, that's really the same thing as the gospel. And I know it sounds so cliche. I'm just another a beggar pointing you where the bread's at and pointing you to the bread. That's the picture of the gospel. It's no, it's not as simple as that, it's not as linear as that. It's much more dynamic. But ultimately, I am not righteous at my core. I am not holy at my core. I am not good at my core. The Holy Spirit is God He's made his temple inside of me. He's made me the holy of holies by filling me with the Holy Spirit. And I'm just telling people how to do it too. And that's what my Amazon business has become. Let me make all those, it's like a testimony, right? The testimony of faith. Always, I was this, I was lost, I did this, I had this terrible lifestyle, I hit rock bottom and God saved me.
Mhm.
It's the same with my Amazon business. I did this, I did that. I've hit two rock bottoms with a poor business partnership once, and then trusting people that were not Christians a second time. Well, actually, transversed. It was the other way around. I trusted people that weren't Christians first, then a poor business conversation, a partnership with someone who wasn't genuine in their interests and their efforts towards our business, my business. And so I would say, if we're looking at, I'm going to separate that into two or three different things. Compliance is the most important thing for a successful Amazon business, but very close to compliance, and it's intertwined. Like I said, we'd spend 2 hours looking at it for the knowledge I've built with all the mistakes that I've made. But making sure you're selecting a product that is already available as well as already in demand without being saturated.
Right.
So we have lots of third-party apps for that. I have a coaching stream now as well, where we show you how to use what's already available with third-party apps, the seller boards and the Keepas and the Jungle Scouts and all those different things that will go out and see, okay, is this already a successful product in Amazon? I don't have to make a successful product. Why go through that time? It would be like the wheel was invented and you're like, I'm going to make my own wheel. No, just put the wheel on your cart and let's get going. So you grab a round rubberized wheel instead of a stone wheel and you just stick it on your cart. Finding products that are already in demand and already profitable on the Amazon marketplace is for sure a large part of having a successful Amazon business. Going back into the compliance side of that, ultimately Amazon cares more about the end buyer than they ever care about their reseller. And that sounds like it's counterintuitive, but it's not, or even counterproductive, maybe on the Amazon perspective, but it's not. Amazon has 1.8 million resellers. They're projected to hit 3 million resellers by 2020, 2028, 2030. So there's a massive, massive opportunity still for resellers. But if you don't comply, there is at least 15 to 20 people selling the same thing that you are selling profitably. There's enough demand that you can still be profitable on that item, but Amazon ultimately cares more about the end buyer than they care about you as a reseller, even though you are partnering with Amazon as a third party seller. So, compliance and product selection, I would say, are the two most important things. Again, those are intertwined, but tons of opportunity to make sure you don't make those mistakes with third-party apps that scrape all that information for you already off of Amazon. We literally utilize them every single day in our business when we're running your absentee-owned business for you, and that's ultimately why I do this. Is I'm also just like, hey, I already made all these mistakes. Pay my premium and I will make sure your business is successful and paid off in less than 2 years or around 2 year mark, depending on how much money you put into inventory.
Thanks for checking out the Profitable Christian Business Podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and share.